Scaling on Skool monthly review. I'm trying to build a 10K a month school agency in public, and for some proof, I guess, I work with a community that made 250K a month, scaled another to 30K a month, work with the school themselves as a mod, and made ads for them. Just been around the block, I guess. Anyway, so we're going to cover YouTube comments Q&A, which we have none, which is okay. Some stats, so YouTube stats, school stats, and then how I got cooked for the month and what I cooked in the month. And then going forward, maybe I'll drop some ideas as to what I'm going to do. And you can basically not make the mistakes that I make and maybe do the things that work for me. Nice. Okay. So YouTube. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know. Pretty sure you can see that. Great. Views are up. Watch how time is up. Subscribers are down. What? Oh my god, I lost a subscriber. That's so sad. They hated this video. Anyway, you can also see the L of losing my daily streak, which is so sad. I kind of lost it here, but that was more of me not uploading. And the content just needs to be better. And I'm spending more time on a daily basis now because I'm getting more consistent with working, which I'll get into. But impression click-through rate is up from like 1%, which is good. The average view duration is getting better because I'm just learning how to sell my ideas more while talking. So before I would kind of just be like, here's value. And I think that's kind of stupid because that's not how most people act, right? When you read a book, it's like there's so much value in just reading the entire thing, reading the stories, reading the examples, reading all of it, understanding the nuance of it. And when you get the summary, it's like you don't summary most of the time. If you can do this with one of your favorite books, like if you ask like ChatGPT for a summary or something and like make it short, like you'll be like, this is so far off from what I actually read and what I understood, right? You might understand it just because you have the context, but if you read that as the first time, like go into it with that perspective, you'll be like, this is terrible. And I think it's the same thing with videos where I have to sell the idea way more because I have sat with that idea for a while and then I'm shortening it down for the video, but I still have to create the story around it. I have to create the examples around it, and it's a lot more persuasion than I was putting on. As in, like, I needed to persuade more. Anyway, so Skool. Got another Skool community now because we're doing IRL events. Isn't that fire? I'm going to start doing IRL because I think it'll be really good. It's going to be free. I have some secret plans around that. Can't see my hands, but I'm rubbing them very evil like right now. And then, so in terms of the Skool community itself, dropped off this week just because I went to like a mastermind. That's back up now, which is good. Kind of liked a lot of people's stuff. And then we are 3K a month, like last month. Conversion rate, it's like, I don't really get it, to be honest. It's really weird. Still as it is, but like spikes one day. Weird. Discovery is kind of the same, like 4K mark. Let me see. Need more ads, yes. Just need to spend more time on ads. I was kind of delegating it, and I think that wasn't like a mistake, but I still have to be on top of it and see what's going out there because it's still my responsibility. And that was a real shift for me because before it was like, okay, you just do that, but it's not good enough. Better content, that's just spending more time, straight up. Spend more time, but I get. What I cooked, 3 events. Went to Germany, Ireland, London. It's been a weird month, very good month. I love IRL events. And then bouncing back way faster. So main thing around this is just not beating myself up after I fail or like watch YouTube for an hour accidentally. Because before, and it feels good to beat yourself up, right? Because you're like, damn, bro, yeah, I'm so productive, bro. But like, it actually doesn't do anything for you, and it's very selfish. So I've kind of stopped doing that, and it's just like, what now? Those are kind of the 2 words. They're kind of my favorite 2 words. Just like, oh, I watched YouTube for an hour. What now? You know? Because what is the point of thinking about what just failed? It doesn't make any sense. And then integrating old solutions. So I used to have this really bad, weird thing which is in terms of problem solving, I would think about, I would recognize the problem really well. I would think about ideas really well, and then nothing else would happen. And I'd be like, oh, that's it, And that was a real mistake of mine for a long, long, long time. So now it's like coming back with all of those old solutions, even though it doesn't show up in the exact stats yet. That's perfectly fine because I can. It's like a lagging indicator, right? Your actions. I got this on my wall actually. So it's like the classic action, and then you remember, and then it actually shows up here. It's like the same thing happening, and I think I just have to stick it out, and then I'll be like, oh shit, it worked really well. And that's obviously cause and effect. Wild idea, really cool idea. Okay, that's it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Drop some comments in the section below for some Q's and A's for next week. Anything around Skool or this video. Bye.